I just read one of the books I finished this month is a book called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was a psychologist he got captured in the Holocaust and he went through it. He talks about, obviously, some of you know what the Holocaust of German Hitler, and that when they took people in the concentration camps and they rip you completely. So he talks about how he survived, and that's why it's called Man's Search for Meaning. Where do you get your meaning from in a place where they try to take every aspect of you away from you and destroy you internally? And it's kind of interesting because when I read it, one of the things that actually stood out was he talks about how when you forget yourself by giving yourself to a cause or to another person to love on, you start to understand yourself a little bit better. And what does that mean? Well, what is he trying to say? As I said, I had to actually kind of meditate on it. Essentially what he's talking about, I think you'd have to read it for yourself, or you'd have to actually take what I say as a grain of salt and see if you can understand it. When you're chasing or when you're doing something that's great, that's going to benefit other people, let's say you start a business that's going to benefit a lot of other people. Let's say you start a charity that's going to benefit a lot of people. Let's say you want to start a non-profit organization that's going to benefit a lot of people. I think the outcome that you want or your vision that you have is, I want to help a lot of people. Therefore, your drive, one of your major drives is to serve a lot of people. That's why you're going to work hard day by day in order to develop whatever you want to develop, in order to develop a system of some sort to serve other people. You start to understand yourself a lot better. When you get married and you're loving your wife, you start to understand yourself a little bit better. Essentially what he's saying, that a selfish intent does not actually, take this with a grain of salt. I would actually study this even further. This is just me from just what I heard, what I think. A selfish intent stops you from understanding who you truly are. Because you're selfish. Everything's self-absorbed. Everything is you. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Oxymoron. The more you think about you, the less you know about yourself. Now I'll say that again. The more you think about yourself, is the less you actually start to know about yourself. I mean selfishly. Before you think about it, it's me this, me that, I'm this, I'm that, and everything, it just revolves around you and nobody else. You don't care about other people. You don't care about your family. You don't care about your friends. Well, for one, you won't even have friends if you're just self-absorbed. You actually stop the door for you to learn, because at the end of the day, when you start to learn about other people, you start to learn about yourself, because you start to tweak yourself a bit different. It's like, okay, this situation was different. How do I grow from it? If you don't put yourself in those kind of situations, if you don't serve other people, if you don't learn to grow in certain areas, you stop learning. You stop growing yourself. So when Viktor Frankl says you start to actually understand yourself a bit more when you run for a cause or run for a service of other people, start to love on other people, that's what he's saying. You start to understand yourself a whole lot better when you start to serve other people, when you start to love on other people. Right, that's me. As I said, review it yourself, write down what I said and see if it makes sense. If it doesn't, write me a comment and say, well, this doesn't make sense for me, and by all means, that's how we learn. All right, peace, take care.